Hi, 8th grade. So we've started on our next lesson. It has to do with angle relationships. So we're bringing back in things that we've been doing for the past 2 weeks now. So when we solved for our airplane pathways, because we had sky paths or flight paths for airplanes, what we found for the measure of BCF was that it equaled 70 degrees. And then the types of angles that we used, some of us used vertical angles. Most of us used vertical angles. Some of us used supplementary. Or a mixture of the two, right? So, but those were our types of angles, vertical angles and supplementary angles. Okay, so now looking ahead, the figure in the triad problem shows pairs of angles, you know, such as adjacent angles, supplementary angles, and vertical angles. The figure also shows pairs of angles that are going to be new to us. And so we're going to talk about those angles. So we've got some vocab, new vocab coming our way. Sorry, I've got things in my way. All right, new vocab coming our way. You know that supplementary angles are two angles whose measures have a sum of 180 degrees. A linear pair is a pair of supplementary angles that are adjacent. So adjacent means we share a vertex and we share one ray. So we are right next to each other. So what two angles form the linear pair shown? So we have angle BCA and angle ACD. And then it says, what is the value of x? Well, I know that x plus 60 equals 180. So a lot of you probably just are going to do 180 minus 60 and get that we get 120. X equals 120 degrees, because we're going to put that degree there. All right. Part B, transversal. A transversal is a line that intersects or cuts two or more lines. Which line is a transversal at the right? So we want the line that intersects two or more lines. So when we look at this, line B just goes through line A, line C just goes through line A, but line A, right, line A goes through B and C. So we're going to say line A is our transversal. And I'm going to get all colorful. So if you like to get colorful, you can get colorful too. All right, and then C, in the figure 2 and 7 are alternate interior angles. So here's 2, here's 7. These angles are opposite sides of the transversal, so that's what alternate means, opposite sides, and they are inside or between the other two lines. What is the other pair of alternate interior angles? So if 2 and 7 are alternate interior, then I only have one other pair. So I want angles that are inside. That's going to be angle 4 and angle 5. So that's our answer, angle 4 and angle 5. All right. Now, alternate exterior angles. These angles are on opposite sides of the transversal. Again, we have that alternate, right? Alternate, opposite. So alternate, opposite sides of the transversal, but are on the outside of the other two lines. So they're saying 3 and 6 are alternate exterior angles. So there's one more pair. So we want outside opposites, which would be angle 1 and angle 8. Angle 1 and angle 8. All right, and then lastly, let me find, there's another color. I'm like, I know I have to have another color in here. All right, corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are angles that are in the same position relative to the lines and the transversal. Ooh, there we go. Now we can more easily see it. The angle 2 and 6, so it says angle 1 and 5 are corresponding, right? Also, 2 and 6 are corresponding, so I'm going to mark those like this. Right? They are also corresponding. What are the other two pairs of corresponding angles? So if 1 is with 5 and 2 is with 6, then I'm going to have 3 with 7, angle 3 and angle 7, and angle 4 paired with angle 8. Now, the way I think about it, this is like our groups of 4 at our tables. And when I go up to the table and I say, all right, everyone's sitting in, and I say a person's name, and then you guys all know that the person who's starting the conversation is the person sitting in that same seat at their table. Well, you're in corresponding positions. I apologize for the bell ringing while I was talking. But we're thinking of, so it's like these are 4 students, and these are 4 students at a different table, and I say, okay, well, little Johnny, whoever's sitting in the same seat as Johnny is sitting, you are the first person to talk in this activity. That would mean that seat 5 is also talking in the activity. And then that is it for the notes on this one. The rest of the packet that you got, where it says prepare describing angle relationships, that is your assignment today. If you have any questions, please reach out. Have a wonderful day.